Atma, body and soul. Question: are body and soul entities? Are body and soul two entities? Answer: yes. Body and soul are two separate yet integral entities that we possess, which has been created by the absolute God. Body is the physical form, while soul is the subtle. Our body is not all that we possess. Body is only the outer garb for inner life, which is prana tattva, the living spirit and soul. Besides the physical body, we possess an immensely powerful spiritual self that is life and I of each person. In Indian scriptures, physical body is an instrument for realizing spiritual body called Atma, and through it, the Paramatma. Usually, that spiritual self resides in its pristine self. We have to find it, see it, feel it, awaken it, and make it manifest. One who knows his Atma is in possession of a spiritual self. The rest do have it, but since they don't know or meet or face it, so they don't have the spiritual self. They are the ignorant ones, or they are always referred to as ignorant. Ignorant does not mean not knowing the world or worldly things. Ignorance means not knowing Atma, or the spiritual self. In the words of Vivekananda, always discriminate your body as your house. The people and the world are all absolutely unreal, like a dream. Always think that the body is only an inert instrument, and the Atman within is your real nature. Learn to feel yourself in other bodies, to know that we are all one. Throw all other nonsense to the winds. Spit out your actions, good or bad, and never think of them again. What is done is done. Throw off superstition. Have no weaknesses, even in the face of death. Do not repent. Do not brood over past deeds. Be azad. Be free. Question: who are we, the body or the soul? Thank you, Xander. Peace be upon you. Answer: each one has a body, but no one is the body. The body is not the person, though it belongs to the person. The person is neither his, her hands nor legs, neither head nor toe, neither intestine nor heart. He, she pervades all, the whole body. As the pervading entity in the body, he, she is a soul. Each one has a soul, but he, she is not the soul. A person is both the body and the soul in it. So each one possesses and belongs to both his/her physical self and spiritual self, body and soul. Our dilemma, the dilemma of modern man, is that we worry about and cater only our physical needs and forget and ignore the spiritual needs. As a result, the body, wealth and luxury grow, and the soul weakens and becomes empty. Question: what is the difference between body and soul? Answer: body is not life. There is life in the body. We are not the body in which we are. Body is needed to foster the life force. Example, prana tattva or spirit, the atma or the soul, to be more exact, for its growth, development, refinement, and possible salvation, moksha, freedom from the endless cycle of birth and death and rebirth. In that sense, all our births are rebirths. Whenever we are miraculously saved, it is said to be a rebirth. For that very purpose of growth, refinement, and salvation, one must keep the body healthy and fit to perform greater, more difficult, and wholesome deeds, to take care of all sorts of life on the earth, both human and non-human. That is the purpose of life. It is well indicated with the fact that after a certain age, the body withers out, unable to function in desired fashion, and also not able to enjoy the renowned pleasures of the senses. Yet life goes on. Why? It is so because there is a greater purpose that the spirit has to serve. The work of the body is almost finished, but the works of the soul is not yet finished. It did not work on the designated path. The deviations took it far away. They have prospered well, that are healthy and happy during their old age. The rest have wasted their life, energy, and power in destroying the body. They have not gained from their life. It is obvious, and it has been claimed by all the ancient wise and pure rishis and saints, that the body is a vehicle and important only as a vehicle on the way to spiritual realization and salvation. Human beings' primary identity is with the spirit and not with the body. Maintaining a fit and healthy body is a requirement for the eternal spirit, so that it can achieve mystical union with the ultimate reality, the absolute God, or Brahman. Question: what is the self? Answer: the self or soul is the spirit that transcends the body. Self is a part of the absolute God, so self never dies. It takes rebirth, rather many rebirths. In this sense, it is eternal as death can't touch it. Eventually it merges into Brahman and remains eternal in Brahman. There it is freed, or that way it is freed. Question: how does the soul survive? Answer: according to the Gita, chapter 2, verses 13 to 22, as the embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth and to old age, similarly, the soul passes into another body at death or after death. A wise and sober person is not affected or bewildered by such a change. As a person puts on a new garment, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts new physical body, giving up the old and withered or useless one. Those who are the seers of the truth have concluded that at the non-existent material body there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. They have arrived at this conclusion after studying the nature of both, the body and the soul. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 16. Nashato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sata, ubayo api drishto, anantatva, anyo tattva darshibhi. That which pervades the entire body, one should know as indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 17. Avinashito tadvidvi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyaya yasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. That is the way the soul survives and is able to take many births for growth and emancipation, if conscious and purified. If not, then umpteen number of rebirths, getting physical and mental pain, agony, and suffering. Question: is the relation between body and soul very limited? Answer: No, the relation between body and soul is too deep and beyond comprehension. A body is needed for the growth of the soul. A body is needed for the growth of soul says a lot about the importance of body. The body has many layers and many koshas and glands for secretion. The greatest thing is that one gets the sacred nectar through the body. Besides many things, the body is the witness of a different kind. The unit cognitive faculty, Jivatma, remains attached to the spiritual body, the soul. Whatever the body does is witnessed by the soul, and whatever the soul realizes is witnessed by the body. The body feels the effect of realization. The body glows more and more when the seeker comes nearer to realization and enlightenment. The greater is the soul, the greater the soul, the stronger and healthier is the body. The better the body performs, the faster one grows from inside and shows greater control over almost everything. With that growth, when that entity that unites them and regulates the function grows enough and knows everything of the life, the world, the universe, it turns into supreme or cosmic cognitive body, Paramatma. There have been many people that have hovered between the two, but there have been very few that have lived with the cosmic self. Most of them take samadhi, a few of them become dumb, only a few achieve rare balance and live with the cosmic cognitive body. They are the divine and saintly persons. Frankly speaking, the relation between body and soul can't ever be gouged or measured or expressed in exact words. Question: what about them that claim to have achieved divinity? Answer: it is very difficult to assess and gauge the extent of the achievement of such persons. While reading the life of rishis and rishikas, saints and mahatmas, the feeling was greater that some of them have said least, though they have achieved a lot, and some said a lot in exaggerated terms, though the accomplishment was insignificant or negligible. Even that way, one can't come to a conclusion. The accomplishments are in themselves mysterious, so everyone should pay respect to all such illumined souls without thinking about the extent of their achievements. Question: what is the difference between the dual existence in body as simple Jivatma and Paramatma? Answer: here Paramatma is illumined self, not the Paramatma. The Jivatma is the simple soul. Sometimes that entity is referred to as I consciousness. The distinction can be felt in the fact that body consciousness sees the world, and it is the I consciousness that sees the dreams, gets intuitive knowledge and spiritual experiences. One is the waking state, the other is the dream state. In the waking state, the physical world is perceived, while in the dream state, subtle world is perceived through astral body. For better insight, one can say that it is the witness self that experiences the Turiya Avastha, the exalted state of consciousness, or the supra-casual state of consciousness. Question: what is the difference between the physical body and the astral body? Answer: the physical body was not in existence before it was born. The astral body was in existence before the birth. The physical body is made up of 5 elements. It has both a beginning and an end. It is reduced to a corpse when the life element, prana, departs from it. The astral body is something that is in all of us but hardly known or felt. It is gained access to after winning the false I, which is our ego. One cannot know the astral body till one is controlled and guided by that egoistic I that longs for only the physical pleasure. When that I is overcome by control, balance, and meditation, then it changes into resplendent self, which is described in many ways and with different adjectives. There is no fixed adjective for it. The language is not the same, or maybe the experiences vary. That or maybe that the experiences vary, that it is described in many ways. In fact, astral means belonging to stars. Astral bodies are the stars in the sky and the self that shines with its own light in the human body. The comparison shows both analogy and difference. In modern times, one can compare it with a shining screen, maybe of a TV, or of a cinema house, or of a computer. Many scenes come and go. Different files are opened and closed. Channels show and change, or the whole of a film is shown, or different things are searched from the website, but the screen remains unaffected. The physical body gets affected with every small and big event, but the astral body remains unaffected. It is only an impartial, unprejudiced witness to everything happening all around. Question: how can that self be realized? Answer: from time immemorial, the rishis, seers, sages, saints have been giving direct instructions. They have emphasized that one should make ceaseless effort to realize the innermost self by turning inwards, by growing and strengthening the inner power, and by awakening the dormant Kundalini. They have declared it to be the aim of human life, and every human being should try to become the best human being by realizing the true self. Turn inwards, grow from within, and realize your astral self. In the words of Ramana Maharishi, the mind turned outwards results in thoughts and objects. Turned inwards, it becomes itself, the self. What is God realization? Answer: the realization of the inner self is God realization. It is very clearly stated in Svetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 6, verse 11. He is the one God, hidden in all beings, all-pervading, the self within all beings, watching over all works, dwelling in all beings, the witness, the perceiver, the only one, free from qualities. Yako deva sarva bhuteshu gura, sarva vyapi sarva bhutantaratma, karmadyaksha sarva bhuta adivasa, sakshi cheta kevalo nirgunascha. Question: how can the body help in the realization of the goal? Answer: one must answer to oneself whether he leaves his body or his body leaves him. The answer will show which is more important, the body or the soul. Of course, the soul is always treated as more important, but that can't belittle the importance of the body. Our ultimate goal is to grow better, perform good moral deeds, while performing all the worldly duties, to finally get united to the absolute Brahman, and to be free from the cyclical chain of birth, death, and rebirth. From Janma Mrityu Punarjanma Chakra, We cannot grow as a spirit. Spirits won't perform physical deeds and hence won't improve itself. Spirits need a body to perform pious deeds, to grow better, uh, to grow better and better every year and in every life up to the state of salvation, moksha. When no growth is possible within the existing body, the spirit must willingly and happily. Unwillingness and unhappiness is caused by the ego that expects a lot of physical pleasure and worldly accomplishments. Leave it to the search out, leave it to search out another new and better body for greater growth, performance, and emancipation, for higher spiritual gain and pleasure, and for coming closer to God, Brahman, Shiva, Shakti, and thus to liberation and bliss. This is the body that is important for the spirit to grow. That is the reason that all suggest to grow from inside. Question: how is the soul eternal? Answer: Hindu scriptures maintain that only Brahman is eternal. All else is perishable. It is applicable to soul also. But soul is eternal in the sense that it will not die with the death of the body. It will take birth again in another body. It goes on for many births, and hence the soul is eternal. The soul is eternal even in the sense that after numerous births and rebirths, it will merge again into the eternal Brahman. Thus, in either way, it regains its eternal quality and retains it. Question: can the self be comprehended? Answer: The validity of science is restricted to the physical body that can be scientifically proved, yet the physical body has life, and though science accepts it but knows nothing about it, science has failed to realize spiritual self that has greater value. Science measures the heartbeat, but not the depth of feeling or the intensity of attraction or repulsion. The spirit has abstract and hence infinite shapes and is unfathomable. It has infinite points and can form infinite circles, angles, or triangles. It can show infinite variations. It is not up to the body to digest and absorb something. It is only up to the spirit to accept or reject anything. It's not the body that likes a particular food. It is the spirit. The spirit can enjoy what is detested by others, or can detest what others enjoy. The spirit cannot be comprehended. It is even beyond human imagination, that is accepted as very powerful and most fertile. Question: does the Atma ever change? Answer: at most places it is written, people usually speak so and claim that Atma remains unchanged, since it is spirit and subtle. Hence, changes that occur to the body can't be expected in the soul or Atma. It may be true partially in the sense that Atma does not change like body, but Atma grows and is purified, strengthened, and becomes purer, stronger, and wiser, of course in and through the body, and each time when it takes birth, it carries over that power, development, and strength acquired in the previous birth, up to the end of the last body. Atma needs a body to grow, and when it grows, it can't be claimed that Atma remains unchanged. Question: what should be taken care of? the body or the soul? Answer. Khalil Gibran said, when you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you will see that what you are weeping for is in fact your delight. It is so because in place of maintaining a balance, in body and soul, we either look after the body and ignore the soul, or take care of the soul and neglect the body. Spirit can grow healthy and more divine in only a healthier body. Physical illness indicates spiritual illness, and spiritual weakness results in physical illness. The physical body provides strength to work, and the spiritual self controls and guides. A weak spirit is bound to misguide and lose the real path. The body is a complicated network of systems and of cells, nerves, veins, and other constituents interconnected in peculiar but perfect ways. It continuously improves its functioning by renewing the vigor of organs and systems and by repairing the affected parts. The physical health depends largely on the correct secretions and optimum or balanced inner reactions. Whenever something is overdone, the systems and the organs are affected. Nowadays, very often, beyond repairs. Operations control the damages at one place by damaging many others. That's all for today, guys. Peace be upon you.